And welcome back to Alabama's Morning News. My name is John Mountz. I'm filling in for JT today. And we have been hearing about this concept. It's called birthright citizenship, where essentially what it says is if you're born here, you're a citizen, regardless of where your parents came from, regardless if your parents got here 1 minute ago or, a couple months ago or a couple years ago. It actually hails from something that happened during the Civil War, but yet we still carry it on today, and a lot of people are calling for it to be discontinued. What's interesting is there are some people who are even immigrants to this country who are calling for it to be discontinued, and I'd love to hear their perspective. Joining me now, Victoria Churchill. She is a proud immigrant of naturalized U.S. citizen who has been reporting for many outlets, including Forbes and Real Clear Politics. Victoria, welcome to Alabama's Morning News.
Thank you so much for having me. Glad to be on with you this morning. So
the reason I've got you on is to talk about this issue of birthright citizenship, and maybe you could tell me some about your position on it as an immigrant, why you think that it should be done away with.
Yeah, absolutely. So I've been writing and speaking on this topic for actually about 1.5 years now. The first time I wrote about it was actually during the Republican primary, where not only Trump, but other folks like Vivek Ramaswamy, and I even believe Ron DeSantis, were proponents of it in the primary. So it's something that's been kind of a policy proposal among Republicans for quite a while now. And as an immigrant myself, it took my family over 10 years to get citizenship. The immigration process is long and arduous. And, I think that those immigrants that go through the process of becoming citizens go through the naturalization process. And, of course, it looks different with every single person. I'm actually married to my husband, who's also an immigrant, and his citizenship journey looked a lot different than my own family's did. But I think it makes both of us now naturalized citizens much more appreciative of the process and of this great nation of which we are now citizens, and, that call America home and that are very active in pursuing the American dream. And there's actually data and polling to support that immigrants who choose to become citizens, because obviously when you're an immigrant, you can't, or not everybody chooses to become a citizen. You can become a green card holder or permanent resident, but actually taking that step of naturalization, of gaining citizenship, there's data that shows that those people are more patriotic, they have higher levels of civic participation. And, again, I think it really keeps around this idea that U.S. citizenship is earned. It's not given, it's a privilege, and it needs to be treated and continued to be treated as such.
And Victoria, you make such a great point there. When something is given to you, when you don't have to pay for it, when it just happens, you don't value it as much. And I think we would be better as a country if all of us, if we had to work for things. Now, I was actually born in this country, so I'm a proud American, and I'm glad that I'm here. But when other people want to come to this country, I'd like to know they want to be here. I'd like them to show that they are going to contribute and they're going to be a member of our society, and they're going to make a meaningful contribution to us in some way, be it they're going to economically improve our lives, or they're going to contribute something in the art world or teaching or some sort of service. It seems like if all you have to do is just show up on the doorstep and go, "Hi, I'm here," you didn't earn anything. And in that situation, I don't know that you're going to respect the country, respect our laws, and be a functioning member of our society. It's like our melting pot has just turned into this big place where everybody just shows up and does whatever they want to. And I think that's ultimately hurting the fabric of our American society.
I definitely agree with that. I actually think that, again, people that want to come here and make this country better, we need to welcome them with open arms. That's what both my own family did and, my husband's family did as well. They saw opportunity in America. They wanted to better not only their own lives and their careers and, kind of ensure prosperity for the next generation, or at least put the next generation in positions where we could have access to the American dream and be on our own pursuit of prosperity. But, I've also seen, a lot of people around my age and a little bit younger that I think take this nation for granted a little bit and really get lost on the ideas of America's founding of, the shining city on a hill. And I think as we come up to, 2026, where we'll be having the sesquicentennial year, there's really this kind of, I think, need in our kind of national discussion and national psyche is to actually go back and think about what America was started as. It was started as, like I said, the shining city on a hill, this land of opportunity. And I think both, natural-born citizens and naturalized citizens both need to get back to that idea to, kind of ensure prosperity for the next 250 years and beyond that as well.
And Victoria, I can tell that you are a proud American citizen who loves this country very much because you're quoting Ronald Reagan. So thank you so much for coming on the show and sharing your opinion. I hope there's many more people who share the same opinion as you. We have to take a break. When we get back, we're going to close things down and some final thoughts next on Alabama's Morning News.